Well, unfortunately, for those who sat up during Daniel's set, I sound just as bad because I'm next door, so you're going to have to sit up and pay attention for this one. So yeah, I'm Elizabeth from the north in Manchester, but a lot of people get confused with where I'm from because I don't look quite white because of the eyebrows. And where my eyebrows are from originally are Portuguese, so they're on the big. These were waxed 2 days ago, if you believe it, if you can believe it or not. They'll grow back by fucking Friday. And I always get that question, like, where are you from? Like, well, where are you really from? And a lot of people, especially brown men, they look at me like, oh, you're going to be my next wife. No. They always guess like Indian and Pakistani, but I've even had like Romanian, Egyptian, like all sorts. And I think part of the problem is because no one really thinks of Portugal at all. It's just that thing that like in the armpit of Spain, it's just on the edge of Europe where no one really cares, no one really knows anything about it at all. And when I was in school and I was choosing languages, I didn't grow up speaking Portuguese, so people were like, oh, just learn Spanish, it's fine, it's the same. I spent 6 years of my life studying Spanish, and the most I can say is about 6 ways of saying penis in Mexican Spanish. Not helpful at all in Portugal. So now I speak mostly with very limited Portuguese, with the odd word, just substitute Spanish in there and just hope that nobody notices. The problem is I look like everybody else in Portugal, so I have waitresses going, your face is Portuguese, but you don't speak Portuguese. I'm trying, Linda, I'm trying. I'm doing my best, it's not my fault, I'm British. We also have to apologise for the stupidity in our country, it's not just Russians after Brexit, thanks for that. And I don't understand why the British people are so bad at languages. We owned a third of the world. Like, even in the United Kingdom, we have Welsh, we have Scottish, we've got over like almost 40 different dialects and accents. And yet even my own mother, a British, unfortunately southern woman, could not understand me, but to the point she had to get a hearing test when I was a kid. My own mother. And just, but to be fair to her, she is southern and we moved to the north and we do have a bit of a dialect, so I'm going to have a bit of a challenge for you. I've got 4 sayings in my dialect and I'm going to see if you can understand them, see what they mean and pronounce them. So the first one, yeah, come on. So the first one is, I'm going one.
Going home.
Yes, finally. All my friends here who don't understand me, take note, people. For the second one is Iaflaf. It's quite common up north. The situations are so shit that you tell yourself that you have to laugh so that you don't cry. So it's you have to laugh. In short, Yaflaf. Yaflaf, don't you? The third one is if someone comes up to you and says, "Here," like Steve from Dialect Road, he says he's going to give up smoking, and if you don't believe him, you go, "Willie Yecker's like." So in Queen's English or Hoch English, you have basically means he will not do that. And then the fourth one, I'm going to get someone to try and pronounce it. As at the tea or just want some? Do you want to try? As at the tea or just want some?
Azata tia tutotto.
Close enough. And you guess what it means?
If you come here, I got enough.
Where'd you get that from? So up north, we don't call it, like, it's breakfast, dinner and tea time. So, as had the tea or does want some? So in Hoch English it would be, has one had their food, their evening meal, or would you like some? But we just, all in one. It's like, I'm ready for German because like, I've got the oo sound, all my vowels sound dodgy, and we're just all in one word, you see. That's how I can pronounce where I live, because I've never seen one street name just shorter than my arm. So when I came to Germany, a lot of people asked me as well, like, why would you choose Germany? Like, why would you come here? And to be honest, like Daniel, I I wake up in the middle of the night asking myself why. Why did I come here? Why? But to be honest, they're not even that much difference between the UK and Germany. So we both like to complain. We both like to queue. We can queue while we complain and queue while and complain while we queue. And there's always the public transport to complain about. So we never run out of options. And also we both like to colonise, and we've both modernised it. So we don't send over in wars and in droves anymore. We go one Ryanair flight at a time, and we just infest the local areas with one beach towel and shitty restaurant at a time. I do have to go back to Wigan, unfortunately. I know when I'm home because the taxi driver always says, "Where you going, love?" Home. And they know where that is. It's great. Everyone knows. And I always get the landlady, "Oh, don't you sound posh? You've lost your accent." I'm like, "Good, it's because I've made friends and I've got a job now, so I have to sound like I'm not feral." Every villain, like every northerner, like every like the wildlings in Game of Thrones, they have northern accents because they're just feral. It's just got that ring to it. And plus the trauma of being British, it's what makes you fun. It's why I'm here. You're welcome. And I always get asked as well, like, are you ever coming back? Are you ever coming back? I'm like, to what? Squirrels and turnips? Like, two words why I left and why I left that beautiful dialect behind. They lovingly told people to cherish the specialisms of Britain, which, because of the lack of tomatoes, is turnips and lettuce, not substitutes at all. And they're now cooking squirrel on live TV, squirrel risotto and buttermilk squirrel as a solution. The Russians are loving this. They're using it for their propaganda videos. And also, what am I coming back to? King Charles. In 1989, that dirty bugger was caught and recorded on the phone saying to his missus, "I wish to be reincarnated as a tampon so I can live in your pants." You cringe? That worked. She's now his wife, and she replied, "Darling, I just want to know." A king with a tampon dick. No, I'm alright, thanks. I'll take my chances in Germany, even if no one can understand me. And I can't go back to the UK now, even if I wanted to. I'm just too far German. Like, I get angry at people on Sundays when they're hoovering for no good reason whatsoever. And, open with frische Luft, go up with frische Luft. You do that in Manchester, it just stinks of weed. You can't do that, it's awful. And I've got too many grills now, I can't ship them back to the UK. I've got grill for every occasion. Have you seen the grill packets? They're coming back in Lidl. It's time, season time. So, yeah, I'm not coming back, I'm stuck here now. Stuck with me. You're welcome.